From tips on how to survive a long winter, to hacks for staying healthy during hibernation, learn the secrets of the pros and how you can apply them to your own life. Hibernation is a natural response to extreme cold, used by 8 species of bears and over 100 species of mammals. During hibernation, a bear's heart rate slows dramatically, from 40 to 50 beats per minute to just 8 to 10 beats per minute. Hibernating animals can survive for months without eating, drinking, or excreting waste, thanks to their slowed metabolism. The key to successful hibernation is a slow and steady drop in body temperature, which helps conserve energy. Hibernation can have health benefits, including reduced inflammation, improved insulin sensitivity, and increased longevity. Exploring the mystery of the plane found on Nikumaroro Island, believed to be Amelia Earhart's Lockheed Electra 10E, Amelia Earhart's Lockheed Electra 10E, vanished on the 2nd of July 1937 during a record attempt to fly around the world. The plane was last seen taking off from Lae, New Guinea, with Earhart and navigator Fred Noonan on board. In 1989, a team of researchers from the International Group for Historic Aircraft Recovery, TIHAR, began searching for the plane's remains. TIHAR discovered a piece of aluminum debris on Nikumaroro Island, which matched the Lockheed Electra 10E's unique wing shape. The island's remote location and lack of infrastructure made it an unlikely place for a plane to crash, adding to the mystery. Look back at the 2012 London Olympics, where Chinese diver Wu Minxia was initially denied a perfect score, only to have it reinstated after a review. At the 2012 London Olympics, Chinese diver Wu Minxia attempted a back 2.5 somersault in the women's 3 meters springboard final. Wu's dive received a surprisingly low score of 79.5, prompting an immediate protest from the Chinese team. The judging controversy centered around a miscount of Wu's degree of difficulty, which was incorrectly listed as 2.8. After a review, the judges reinstated Wu's perfect score of 84, securing her gold medal. The incident sparked debate about the transparency and fairness of the Olympic diving judging system. Wu Minxia went on to win 5 Olympic gold medals, becoming one of China's most decorated divers. From Semmelweis to Nightingale, meet the pioneers who fought for hand hygiene and changed the face of medicine. In the 1,840 seconds, Hungarian Dr. Ignaz Semmelweis discovered the connection between hand hygiene and puerperal fever. Semmelweis' pioneering work was initially rejected, and he was eventually committed to a mental institution. Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing, emphasized hand hygiene in her book Notes on Nursing in 1860. Before Nightingale's influence, hospital mortality rates were as high as 40%, but dropped significantly with improved hygiene. In the 1,980 seconds, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, officially endorsed hand hygiene as a top priority. Today, hand hygiene is recognized as the single most effective way to prevent hospital-acquired. The collapse of Lehman Brothers triggered a global credit crunch, leading to widespread job losses and home foreclosures. In 2008, the global financial crisis began with the U.S. housing market bubble bursting. Lehman Brothers' bankruptcy on the 15th of September 2008 triggered a global credit crunch. The crisis led to 8.7 million job losses in the U.S., with unemployment peaking at 10% in October 2009. Home foreclosures skyrocketed, with over 9.3 million American families losing their homes between 2009 and 2012. The global economy shrank by 2.2% in 2009, making it the worst recession since World War II. The U.S. government responded with a $787 billion stimulus package, the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. Discover how termites rely on symbiotic gut microbes to break down and extract nutrients from wood, allowing them to thrive on a diet that would be toxic to most animals. Termites have a specialized gut that houses over 1,000 species of microbes, mostly bacteria and protozoa. These microbes break down cellulose in wood, releasing nutrients that termites can absorb and use for energy. One microbe, Treponema primitiae, produces enzymes that can degrade wood lignin, a complex organic compound. Termites can't digest wood on their own and would starve without their microbial partners, which make up 10% of their body weight. In return, termites provide their microbes with a constant food supply and a protected environment to thrive. In the NFL, a player must have control of the ball and both feet inbounds to be considered a catch. But did you know that this rule was famously misapplied in a 2018 playoff game between the New Orleans Saints and Los Angeles Rams, changing the course of the game? The NFL's catch rule requires control of the ball and both feet inbounds for a catch. In 2018, a playoff game between Saints and Rams was impacted by a misapplied catch rule. The play in question involved Rams' receiver Brandon Cooks and Saints' cornerback Marshawn Lattimore. The NFL later admitted the mistake, but the outcome of the game remained unchanged. The controversy led to changes in the NFL's catch rule, making it more clear and concise. The updated rule has reduced disputes, but debates about catches continue in the NFL. Discover how Rosie Ruiz accidentally won the 1980 Boston Marathon with a record time of 2 hours 31 minutes and 56 seconds, only to be stripped of her title 8 days later. Rosie Ruiz, an American athlete, crossed the 1980 Boston Marathon finish line first with a record time of 2 hours 31 minutes and 56 seconds. However, spectators and officials noticed Ruiz didn't sweat or show signs of exhaustion, raising suspicions. An investigation revealed Ruiz took the T subway to the finish line, skipping most of the 26, 2-mile course. Ruiz was stripped of her title 8 days later, and Jacqueline Garreau was declared the rightful winner. Ruiz's deception was exposed when a race official recognized her from a previous marathon, where she had also cheated. In 1948, the British South American Airways DC-3 Star Tiger disappeared while flying from Puerto Rico to Miami with 31 people on board, despite extensive searches. On the 30th of January 1948, the Star Tiger, a British South American Airways DC-3, took off from Puerto Rico. The plane was carrying 31 people, including passengers and crew, on a routine flight to Miami. After departing, the Star Tiger sent a routine radio message, but all contact was lost shortly after. Despite extensive searches by the U.S. Navy and Coast Guard, no wreckage or bodies were ever found. Theories abound, but the cause of the disappearance remains a mystery to this day. The Star Tiger's vanishing remains one of the greatest aviation mysteries of all time, still unsolved. Meet the 1923 Maxwell, a car that was sold for just $1 in the 1920 seconds as part of a clever marketing stunt, and became a legend in the process. The 1923 Maxwell was an American automobile produced by the Maxwell Motor Company. In the 1920 seconds, the company sold one of these cars for just $1 to generate publicity. The buyer was a 21-year-old college student who won an essay contest sponsored by Maxwell. The contest asked students to write about the importance of automobiles in modern life. The publicity stunt worked, with the Maxwell brand gaining national attention and increased sales. The 1923 Maxwell has since become a legendary example of creative marketing in the automotive industry.